On this 22nd anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks, a story of hope amid the heartache. Back in 2001, as Paul Carris was trying to escape the World Trade Center, he noticed a woman unable to get down the 70 flights of stairs to safety. So he took her arm and guided her down.
And as Sharon Crowley shows us, not only was he hailed a hero, but that moment also served as a turning point for Carris and led him on a journey towards finding faith.
It just took forever because, like I said, we had to stop at every landing.
Paul Carris is now a deacon in the Corpus Christi parish in Hasbrouck Heights, New Jersey. But on the morning of 9/11, he was working as a civil engineer for the Port Authority inside the North Tower on the 71st floor. Just as he was about to evacuate, he spotted Judith Toppin. Toppin at the time was more than 300 pounds and suffering from a debilitating heart condition. Just walking was difficult. Instead of leaving her behind, he helped her to her feet and spoke these words.
Stay calm and get up. We are going to walk out of this building together.
And that is just what happened, holding on to one another in an excruciatingly slow pace down 70 flights of stairs, stopping to rest on landings so others could pass.
Once I was locked on taking care of Judith step by step, that was my mission. That became my mission for the next hour and a half.
Once out of the building, Paul and Judith started to realize the magnitude of what happened.
We got down to the lobby, and at this point it was really just us because there was really nobody behind us. We got out and there was nobody. It was all gray and almost no people. We headed north towards Vesey Street, and I realized we were stepping over bodies.
Deacon Paul says it took him years to process what actually happened to him on 9/11, and it paved the way for a spiritual journey.
In a absolutely concrete way, I knew that God was there, here, and then at 9/11 in the stairwell. The only two times in my life I've ever experienced that absolute silence.
Deacon Paul, as he's known now, says 9/11 transformed his life and set him on a path to develop a closer relationship with God.
9/11 opened a door that I didn't know needed to be opened. Things changed radically in terms of my faith being part of everything I did, how real God is, not just in my life, but in everybody's life.
Deacon Paul and Judith stayed in touch after 9/11 until she died in 2020. How he and Judith survived when so many others did not used to haunt Deacon Paul, but now he trusts it was all part of God's plan.
All of the deaths and all of the tragedies, and I can look at that day as being a blessing for me, and that's kind of hard to reconcile sometimes.
In Hasbrouck Heights, New Jersey, Sharon Crowley, Fox 5 News.